In this lesson, I wanted to teach you about emotion and how important it is when making decisions in the cryptocurrency market. Let's get started. The first thing I want to say is that you should never fall in love with any investment. If the cryptocurrency is not performing, if the team, for whatever reason, is not doing what they said that they were going to be doing, if nobody's buying, it's okay to cut and run, right? Sometimes it's actually better to do that. You're not going to be perfect when making investments with crypto. Sometimes you make good ones, sometimes you make bad ones. That's the learning process. The mistake is being emotionally invested in something that keeps going to zero, right? We don't want to be emotionally involved with something because, well, we chose this one and it feels good and we like the project and we like everything that's going on, but yet it keeps going down in value and there's no real use case, there's no real tokenomics, and it was just not a very good investment. We want to completely take emotion out of our investing entirely, and we want to be very objective when choosing our cryptocurrencies. The next thing is you should avoid FOMO, greed, and fear. These are the three biggest emotions that cause people to make mistakes in cryptocurrency, and I have done every single one of these myself. We're not perfect. You won't be perfect. There are times where, yes, I FOMO into something. I'm buying the top of the project. And then I realize a little later, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. Why did I do that? Okay, don't do that anymore. Greed, right? If your project has pumped 300x, right, it may be time to take some profits, right? Because if you just think it's going to keep going up forever, that's being very greedy. There is a time where, yes, you need to take some money off the table. We're in this to make money. And if you don't ever push that sell button, you don't ever make any money. And the last one, and potentially the most important one, is fear. When people are fearful, that is typically the time to be doing the opposite. And when people are greedy, that is time to be doing the opposite, right? You want to be fearful when people are greedy and greedy when people are fearful. So you have to figure out where you are and where the market is at and when it's actually time to do the opposite of what the market is doing and take your emotions out of it. And when your cryptocurrency has gone up a lot, you're euphoric, you feel really good, you think it's going to keep going, you're not fearful at all, you're being super greedy. That's when you should maybe be a little fearful and take some money off the table. Now, if your cryptocurrency is down 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%, and you're really fearful that it's going to go to zero, that might be the time to be more greedy, right? And start looking into actually getting into some of the cryptocurrencies. Now, this will depend upon if we're in a bull market or a bear market, but overall, this is just my opinion. It is what has worked for me personally. Now, use the market's emotion to maximize your profit. And you can use something like the Greed and Fear Index. If you just type that into Google, it'll come up. And you can see exactly where the market's at. If the market is very fearful, that might be a time to be greedy. And if the market is very greedy, that might be a time to be fearful and to take some money off the table. Next, get a game plan and stick with it. It's very important that you use a strategy. And I've outlined a strategy in this course. I show you in the very first section exactly how to make money with cryptocurrency and to make life-changing gains. Now, I don't mean to badger you, but if you don't follow the guidelines and the strategy that I've outlined for you in this course, I can't promise you that you're going to make money. In fact, I don't promise you that. There's no guarantees in this course, and there's no guarantees in cryptocurrency. This is the wild, wild west, okay? There is so much volatility in crypto that you really have to be prepared for everything. So get a strategy in play, stick with the strategy, and don't let whatever's happening in the market deviate you from your strategy. So there you have it. That is emotion. A great lesson to learn and also give you some more insight about how to be successful with cryptocurrency and make money in this space. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you in our next lesson.